Previously, in Session 4.
I snapped. These three guys were shouting down the block behind me. Then they started with the, "Hey!" And it got closer and closer. One of them grabbed my arm, and that was it for him. It went straight from his arm to his heart, and he let go and stumbled back. But his asshole friends didn't even notice. Their friend is dying behind them, and they just kept coming for me. The defense just snapped its fingers, and boom, 3 dead bros on the sidewalk.
I think this is a situation where your defense did the right thing, Bria.
Probably had girlfriends, wives. Certainly they had mothers.
We were all default nice before, weren't we?
Pathologically.
Compulsively.
Habitually.
Strangely, the things that can save these men's lives are the things that are the hardest for us to do and the hardest for them to accept.
I took one of those self-defense workshops where they teach you how to kick guys in the balls and poke them in the eyes a while back.
Do you think you could teach us that step, Mari? I feel like if we all learned it, we might not have to use the defense.
Like, knee a man, save his life sort of thing? Well, let's do it all together. Step and knee. 1, 2, 3. That's good. Good. You got it. It's like a kick line for kneeing dudes in the balls.
That was exhilarating.
Recorded live at Jalopy Theatre in Brooklyn. Messenger Theatre Company presents The Defense. This is Session 5.
Quickly, come in.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Just come on in as quickly as you can. We'll talk about everything in a second.
Damn, Lori.
Wow.
In. Is that all of us?
You, Bria, me, Lori, and Mara. Yep, we're all here.
Thanks, Leila. Let me just close up this door and... Here we are.
I'm sorry.
Let's just sit down and take some deep breaths first.
Okay. Sorry.
Deep breaths, especially you, Lori.
Yeah, deep breaths. Okay. Yes, okay.
Just in and out for a couple of seconds. Just...
I'm sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry about. Your defense is the newest of any of us here, and it's the most vulnerable to these men's bonehead behavior. I think we're all just doing our best to modulate our own defense.
100%.
Yep.
Working really hard out here.
Oh. Good.
And the fact is he got lucky it was you, because yours is the only defense that wouldn't kill him. If it weren't for you, he'd be dead, so think of it as saving a life.
Wow, okay, sure. I just feel bad for losing control.
Don't. He was terrible.
Really infuriating.
And patronizing. That's always the thing that triggers me.
Girls.
Girls, patience is a virtue, you know.
Business takes time.
I might need to go back out there and make a tiny ash pile.
Sorry.
Just kidding. If I saw that little man now, I would for sure just laugh at his silly tiny face and call him Mike the Mouse.
Mike the Mouse. Kacey, I am all adrenalized.
Me too.
Likewise.
Not me. Just kidding. I am totally amped up.
Well, should we take some more deep breaths?
I feel much more like storming the Bastille or something.
Well, there are some theories that that's why the defense evolved, so that women could rise up together, form a sort of army.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's a theory.
Who do they think we're rising up against?
The powers that be?
Like, the government?
In some cases.
Probably just men. Wherever they're in power, which is everywhere.
I don't know how I feel about being part of some uprising army.
We're not forming an army. It's simply a theory some in the defense community are exploring.
I'd totally join an uprising army with you ladies, by the way. Just so you know, if that's where we're headed, I'm along for the ride.
I am not.
We can leave you at home to mind the children and knit us sweaters.
Oh, thanks.
All skills are important in war.
We are not in a war, let me be clear. It's only a theory about why so many women evolved such extraordinary defenses.
Sure. I hear you saying theory, but I'm thinking, good idea.
Hard disagree.
I know.
Lori, we've let your experience sort of drop away here.
Oh, that's fine. I'm really still sort of shaking and processing, and I don't know. So it's actually very helpful to not talk about me for the moment.
Okay. Well, you let me know when or if you feel like you want to return to it.
Thanks.
Do we have any other things to address? Leila, you okay?
I'm a little shaken up. I guess by what happened out there with Mike. That crash you heard once we got in here was very likely the light fixture that was above him.
I don't think it got him, though.
No, it didn't, but it was rocking quite a bit, and if he hadn't been smalled, it would have.
I'm not surprised. That's what I was saying to Lori, that if it hadn't been her, it would have been one of us.
Yes, but it would have literally been me. It was in process, and then gravity took over.
And he's fine, Leila. He's fine. Small, but fine.
I thought, like, I feel more in control when I'm with the group, usually, but in this case, I wasn't.
If there's one thing I've seen in my years with the defense, it is very variable. It feels as though it's just the weather sometimes, like some of us are more potent in low-pressure systems, some in high, some defenses emerge in the rain, some in the sunshine.
I'd have thought I'd be more in control with the support system around, not less.
This is new territory for each and every one of us. No one could know how we'd respond, and you know how much more sensitive the defense is in new situations.
Yeah, that's really true.
Some would celebrate your loss of control, Leila. It's not a failure or a success. Sometimes I think my defense kicks back in when I'm trying to control it just to remind me it's there and that I'm a powerful creature.
Yeah, powerful creature.
So, just to remind you, if you're judging yourself or your success based on your ability to control yourself, that is your choice and not the preference of the group. Control is not the goal.
That sounds like it should be one of the affirmations.
I'll add it to the list. But I do think it bears repeating. Control is very nice, but it is not everything. Personally, I enjoy letting go of it sometimes.
It is releasing, I guess.
How you doing, Lori? You coming back to us a bit?
Yeah. Sorry. Thanks. Yeah, it's just... I was, You know how you just disappear a little?
Absolutely.
It's just, Thank you for that stuff about control. I was feeling really guilty.
I know that feeling.
It's like I just keep thinking of his poor children or his mom or whoever it is who'll have to deal with him now.
They'll probably find him a whole lot easier to manage now. Maybe you did them a favor.
I suppose.
I mean, that guy was a patronizing tool. You don't think he wasn't exactly the same with the women in his life?
I'm sure he was.
So now they can put him in the dresser drawer when he acts up. Or the vegetable drawer to help him cool down.
Vegetable drawers are always funny.
Always.
Lori, you wouldn't be worried about him or his family if you didn't have a rather acute case of empathy.
Acute case?
Funny phrasing. I'm sorry. I mean, you have a lot of empathy, which is a good and beautiful thing. And most of us do. It's part of the reason the early defensors realized we'd need support groups. Because the empathy is a gift, but it can also make you suffer unnecessarily.
In worrying about the guy's kids, for example, when I don't even know if he has any.
Precisely. And that's why I use that funny phrasing, because empathy can really feel like a liability rather than a gift.
Yeah, I mean, totally.
Just like the defense.
Leila, how's all that tracking with you?
Yeah, sorry. I was just thinking about that light down the hall.
Would you feel better if we went and picked it up, put it aside somewhere?
Maybe.
We could help you even. Maybe once we're done here?
I'll totally help.
Me too.
I will too.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, that's a really nice idea.
Right. Okay. We had a rather unexpected start. Thanks to Tiny Mike.
Mike the mouse.
Mike the mouse. Bria, we haven't addressed any of your stuff in a while.
I'm okay. Nothing happened. Just thinking about Mike the mouse.
There's a lot to think about there.
Or little.
Mike the mouse.
Mike the mouse.
Lori, the mouse maker.
Nice. Nice one.
I have a question.
Let's hear it.
You remember when Lori was talking about that guy taking up 3 seats on the subway the other day?
Yeah.
The one she didn't small, even though he would have definitely been better off small?
Yeah, that one. Well, I've had 3 incidents exactly like that this week. 3 guys taking up 3 seats on the subway. What's going on?
I should have smalled the first one. Now they're taking over.
It feels that way.
Did your defense kick in?
No, but I kind of wanted it to. I really just wanted to knock some sense into those guys, you know? Like, I don't think they should die just because they're overly entitled, seat-greedy individuals. But if I could just say, drop a little awareness on them, or like just have the defense knock them out or something.
That sounds like a nice compromise.
I don't need those guys dead, but I would like them to be a little more considerate, you know?
Yeah.
You want a constructive defense.
Yeah, or like half a defense.
Half a smush.
Yeah, like just something that wasn't so extreme.
Like if I could just half-ash a man.
Which half?
I think it would have to be the bottom half, or they're out of a brain and a heart.
You could do it lengthwise.
I would like to see that. And I guess I could do a half a small, but somehow I feel like that would make it worse.
And Bria could stop half a heart.
They'd be half-hearted. And I'll do it half-heartedly.
And mine would be half-ash.
Oh, don't do anything half-ash, Mari.
I'm not a half-ash kind of gal.
No, but seriously, how are these guys ever going to learn if the defense is so extreme?
The defense is not a teaching tool. Though I certainly share your desire to have a less extreme response, I think the defense is the way it is because its only purpose is to protect you, and a half-assed,
Half-ashed.
response might not save you. Someone who wants to harm you might be just as dangerous with half a heart or half-ashed or just temporarily conked out. Your defenses are extreme because they are the only way to assure your safety.
I like to give them a choice to do the right thing.
They have the chance to do the right thing all day long. It's when they choose to do the wrong thing that your defense takes over.
I mean, can we teach them somehow?
Change them, fix them.
Yeah.
Many have tried. I bet there are even some people in this room who tried. Anyone here ever had a project for a boyfriend?
So many fixer-uppers.
And how did those turn out?
I made some progress. I did some good work.
I'm sure you did.
I left each one better than I found them, I think.
Well done.
Thank you.
Now imagine trying to fix any of the men your defense took care of.
I'd rather not.
It's called the defense, not a repair shop.
Yeah, but I believe in second chances. And third chances.
I do too. But I think by the time they get to you, a lot of these guys have blown through hundreds of chances. It's really just with us they run into their last chance.
I don't like being their last chance.
I know you don't. But I think it's important to remember that it's either their last chance or your last moment. And personally, I'd rather have you here than them.
I would too.
Especially if they showed up here. Can you imagine a couple of last chancers? How would our defenses decide?
Back when we used to meet in big groups, some jerk thought he'd try us. We used to keep a little tally.
Like a competition?
Of a kind. We would see whose defense was the quickest on the draw. A very silly little game.
But who won?
The undisputed champion was this woman whose defense just opened up the ground underneath somebody and then closed it up behind him. Fast on the draw and so neat and tidy.
I'm jealous.
We all were.
Who do you think would win in this group?
You, I think.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, you won today.
Okay, but that's only because you all were trying not to, and I'm the one who lost control.
I wasn't trying too hard, honestly.
I was trying, but that lamp fell anyway. I think it's you too.
I'm the winner!
Congratulations!
Now I'm thinking about that lamp again.
All right, let's wrap up and go do a cleanup and clear it out of your head. That seem okay to everyone?
Absolutely.
Helping is healing.
Is it?
I think so. I think it'll help me.
I know it'll help me.
Affirmation?
I am safe,
but I am not safe for everyone.
Especially Mike the Mouse.
Let's go clean up a light.
The Defense is a production of Messenger Theatre Company. It is performed by Marcella Adams as Leila, Amber Jessie as Mari, Cosmic Kitty as Bria, Kristen Vaughan as Kacey, and Toni Watterson as Lori. The writer-director is Emily Rainbow Davis. Sound design by Matt Powell. Sound engineering by Daniel Massey. Sound assistance by Angela Santillo. Stage management by Ella Lieberman. The producer is Melvin Yen. The defense theme is by Scott Ethier. I'm Jacki Jing. I'm safe, but I'm not safe for everyone.